In this video, we do some chores, then sit down with our friend Matt and talk about his experience joining us in Mexico. It's hard keeping bikes dust-free in Baja, but it's always good to get a good look at them and make sure everything is working as intended. All bolts are tight and any leaks get spotted early. Hola. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
I have 5 bikes. Cinco
motos, lavarlas.
Cinco moto. Just rinsing them off.
Okay.
No detailing.
You need help with that? I can spray it again.
Cool. Yeah, I have 5 bikes. I just want them quickly washed off.
Okay.
No detailing, just no drying.
For both?
Oh, we have 5 of them.
Oh, fine. ¿Cuánto le cobras?
Matt is headed home soon, and all on pavement, so a clean bike is always better before loading with baggage. We have really enjoyed having him along. He's super helpful and a great connection to home. There you go. So it's your travel day.
It's a travel day.
What's your farthest road trip you've done so far?
In total trip, this is it. I think on the odometer I'm clocking 4,000 kilometers.
So far? One way?
Yeah, and then 4,000 back. So.
What inspired you to get away? Was it the thoughts that you could make fun of your friends you're going to get snowed on? Or?
It's a little bit of it. The other part is burnout. So last year, I do contracting, and last year I had the opportunity to, I didn't know it, but I had 2 months off between contracts. I didn't have a new contract signed, so it was basically like an open window. I had a couple of health issues come up, some other uncertainty, and I blew it. I stayed home the whole time, taking care of the dogs, and I decided this year I don't want to make that same mistake. So instead of waiting for the right time to happen and to occur, I made it happen. I had, contract ended end of the year. Boss came back and said, "Hey, we want you to start, continue the contract." And I said, "Well, I've been planning this time off in January," so I made sure that was part of the contract. I need January off, and they accepted. It's really good. So I've been planning it since November, since you offered, actually.
Okay, well that's super cool. So this is your first time riding in Mexico?
Yes, first time riding in Mexico, being in Mexico. The hardest I've been in the States is actually California Big Sur. I came on a bike trip, I guess, maybe 7 years ago. A little Kawasaki Z650. So I blasted down to San Francisco in about a day and a half. Spent a day there, seeing the sights, enjoying splitting in traffic. Got really drunk the second night, and then kept going down the coast. Got to Big Sur. This is when there's the washout, so it was impassable. I just wanted to see it. I got out there and I thought, well, my headache is pounding. I'm going to turn around and go back home instead of going all the way back around. But it was a fun trip.
Cool. And do you think Baja was what you expected it to be?
I think so. Yeah. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but except the great weather and great friends.
This is how many trips have we done together now?
2.
2?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many it takes to become a bus veteran.
Well, this technically, you did a bus trip with us to TourTech last year, and then you came and hung out with us here. So this isn't technically a bus trip, but we've also done several camping trips together with the Lower Island Riding Club.
We went up to, where was that one? Boomtown. That's where we went. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really cool. It's been awesome getting to know you, bud. But I mean, I guess sometimes it's just good to have a destination or something to do. Or what did you think of? I mean, we kind of hyped up Aqua Verde. Would it kind of live up to the hype?
It did. I mean, I know the locals might call it just another beach, but the road out there was just gorgeous. It was funny how, so I shot ahead because I was on the big bike and I was worried I didn't want to hold everyone back because we just traded back the beta. So I shot ahead and I found it funny that I was climbing, you go on this couple big long straights and you're climbing, and I look back down, I'm like, I could see where we started from still, and it's been like 45 minutes of riding.
It's actually a bit of an optical illusion from there because it's a lot farther down and along than you think. I always think it's just down over one hump and then down the next section and you're there. And it's actually, I think you cross 2 or 3.
Yeah. It's always farther than I remember it.
Yeah.
And normally when you go to a place, it gets shorter every time. And that one doesn't. It doesn't change for us. It's every time it's like, oh, all right, there's this section too.
Yeah, like I expect the trip back to feel shorter because I've already trod along that path.
Yeah.
But yeah, down to Aqua Verde, it was just as long getting back as it was going there. Yeah. Probably because you're descending on the way there, then you're coming back up.
Yeah, totally different type of trip.
Yeah, it was great, and wish I had the suspension on the bike sorted like when I came home, but so is next year.
Do you think you might try and take in a whale tour, or are you just going to book it?
Well, fortunately, my insurance expires at 5 o'clock on Monday, so I don't think I'll have time. So I think it's up a couple nights because
sometimes leaving stuff on the table for next time is all right too. I've been down here. Oh God, I can't even count. At least a dozen times, and last year was the first time I went and saw them.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends, and everyone does traveling differently. I like cover distances, and when I went to Southeast Asia, I just liked hopping different countries.
Yeah.
Some people like going somewhere and seeing everything there is to offer.
Yeah.
But I found it pretty quick that's impossible. So I do like to leave something to come back to remind me or influence me to come back next time, basically, or come back a second time.
Yeah. I'm of the same opinion. I told Steph that when we went to Central America. The most important thing to remember is it would be impossible to see everything. So we kind of got to remove the whole FOMO from the scenario and just go, just enjoy what you do see. I mean, the number of times I come down here, the more comfortable I get going out into the boonies, the more you discover and the more unique. Even just the other night, I was going through our friends' videos of their ride, and it's amazing how it's all the same, right? And you go, no, it's not. It's like I'm going, I've never seen a wash like that one. It's like, where's that? And it's like, well, they did the Rockman Trail, which is this crazy single track across the peninsula. Basically goes from across east-west, and it's really hard and gnarly, and I don't think I'm really at that level yet, but it was interesting to see some of the washes they were riding through to get to it. Super cool. I mean, that's the thing too, is it's like, I feel like we haven't had the time or the opportunity to show you, like, because we'd already moved on from San Felipe, and you didn't get to see any of that. Even the dry lake bed is quite staggering. So.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I've been on a tighter schedule. I only had a month, but I still feel I've seen a lot, and I'm satisfied with what I've seen.
Yeah.
And then next time, I will be more prepared for the trip, and we'll be able to see more next time, basically.
Well, I mean, think of yourself on the plus side is that our friends Ken and Sarah, who've been down numerous times, have never been this far down, and they didn't make it either. So, So yeah, we've been really stoked to have you along. It's been nice. It's I like the idea of people popping in and out and sharing it with them. So, still.
It's good to have new blood around.
Yeah. And you think you're going to join us again for anything during the summer? You got your
Well, Yeah, I enjoyed Tour Tech last year, but I might look into Giant Loop a bit more because it's the other big one. And I probably can only do one this year. So
Yeah, I think that would be cool. And then we should definitely.
You can bring your littler bike. Or I guess the 690 would be perfect for
690
Giant
would be
Loop.
perfect for Giant Loop, and then we could do a BDR.
yeah,
We'll really in on the Idaho BDR.
yeah, that looked amazing. That'd be great.
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Dale mi negrita, baby, baila. Ese cuerpito de tequila y playa. Quemadita en bikini soleada. Bien cabrón cuando baila rebajada. Ese bajo mueve tan chevy. Muy suelta con ritmo bien heavy. Tan prendida cuando me lo pida. Qué culazo cuando está encima. Dale, baby, tíralo para atrás. Tira una cumbiatón, dale. Moviendo la cadera como soltera. Perreando 50, otra manera. Ella, dale, baby, tíralo para atrás. Perreando 50, otra manera. Ella.
Nadie como ella. No hay nadie como ella.
La manera que te mueves sensual como terapia. Tiene todo lo que yo quiero como la de